A character from Naruto that got absolutely hoed in Boruto is Konohamaru. Not that dirty as far as character design. His character design is fine. It's just kind of plain and unoriginal, to be honest. Despite being the sensei of the main trio, he doesn't really get that much screen time and have that much importance to the story. Keep in mind, I've only really seen the anime, so this doesn't include anything from the manga. Now, don't get me wrong, he absolutely has had some cool moments in the story of Boruto, but with how fast they had him developing in Naruto, I feel like they should have him be way stronger and a way more important character. Like, really, when thinking about his major fights and appearances in Boruto, you can think about that one, like, fight he had against Jogo, but other than that, when else does he really have? His other big fight against Kashin Koji, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, he was low-key getting cooked, and Boruto had to come in and save him because he was getting burnt by the fire flog, or whatever you call that. Bro, rewatching this fight 4 years later, I low-key did not realize how dirty Kashin Koji did Konohamaru. In this 3-minute fight sequence, he low-key cooked Konohamaru, put him on the ground like twice, and burnt him with the frog, and had made him have to get saved by his student. Crazy. Kakashi would never, at least not at this age. Also, isn't Konohamaru and like the third Hokage's clan supposed to specialize in like fire jutsu or something? He should not be like that vulnerable to that. And you're telling me a 12 or 13-year-old Konohamaru can take down a pain variant, but then a Konohamaru in like his late 20s can't take down Kashin Koji, bro? Or not even take down, or at least put up a better fight and not get done this dirty. Like, I'm sorry, there's literally no explanation for why Konohamaru is this sorry. Like, did he just get addicted to fentanyl and take like go on like a 10-year bender during the time skip or something that they're not talking about? So he like lost all of his strength or something and had to restart from nothing? Like, this doesn't make any sense. He was progressing so fast and he took down a pain at like 12 or 13. And then in Boruto, he's 18 to 29 years old, right? And then he doesn't even have Sage mode in the first part of Boruto. How does that make sense? How do you go from mastering Rasengan at 12 or 13 on the same track as Naruto, basically? Not to mention, Konohamaru Loki had more of a bag than Naruto did at that age. Because not only did he also have the shadow clones, just like him, also the transformation, just like him, he had, like, the special, like, Sarutobi clan, like, fire jutsus and ash jutsus and shit that Naruto didn't have. He also had those in his bag. Konohamaru at 13, low-key could do everything Naruto could do at 13, minus the nine-tailed chakra stuff. But he had the additional fire jutsu, and he had the additional like Sarutobi clan special jutsus. So he was low-key in a way better than Naruto at that age, and he was definitely developing almost just as fast. So how come when he's like almost over double the age, 28 to 29 in the first part of Boruto, he doesn't have Sage mode or even like partially mastered, they show, or doesn't even have like the massive Rasengan or any other thing. Like, I understand he doesn't have the same amount of chakra, but he definitely could have developed more, especially since his grandfather is literally the third Hokage. He comes from that bloodline. He has that in him. Like, by the way they had him developing in Naruto and in Shippuden, he should be like a Kage level ninja by now. He shouldn't just be a Jonin. And that's not ridiculous to say that, because his grandfather was the youngest ever Hokage. Like, there could be something I'm missing. Maybe this was covered in a novel I didn't read, because I didn't read the manga or any of the novels. I just watched like all of the show. Like, why during this time skip was there not as big of an improvement as there was during this whole other time? Like, he got a little bit stronger, don't get me wrong, but he definitely didn't get 15 years stronger between the end of Shippuden and like Boruto, basically. Like, when he was 13, he could throw out a basic Rasengan. He's now 28, 29, still throwing out basic Rasengans. Like, he has a few more things in his bag. He definitely has a bit more knowledge, and he's a Jonin, so he's a bit better. His Taijutsu a bit better. Everything's a bit better. He's stronger. But like, still, the improvement level he has between Shippuden and the start of Boruto kind of seems like the improvement level Naruto had between the start of the first series and then Shippuden. But the difference is that was a 2 year time skip. This is like a 13 plus year time skip or something like that, even longer, I think, maybe. So like he absolutely should be way stronger than this, especially since he was progressing so fast. Like, I know I keep harping on and glazing him for how fast he was progressing, but y'all need to remember Konohamaru used to be the GOAT, bro. And then Boruto, when I was watching that, I was so excited again to see us be a sensei. I thought he was gonna have a really important role in the series. I thought they were going to reveal him to be really strong. I thought he was gonna almost have like a Kakashi role, almost, right? I was wrong. I was so disappointed, bro. Also, I mentioned at the start of the video that I wasn't really gonna complain about his character design, but scratch that. I actually am gonna complain about his character design a little bit because it's just like basic. He's just like any regular Jonin. There's not really anything special about him other than just that like plain ass blue scarf or whatever. Like with Kakashi, Azuma, Guy, the other senseis, they gave him like distinct things to make them different than just like other Jonin. They could have did more of that in the Konohamaru to give him a more cool original design. Cause even though there are a lot of cool character designs in Boruto, that is one flaw I do have to admit. Some character designs they either just made bad or worse, I'm not gonna lie, or they just made like super basic. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I just hope in the next season of Boruto, which we might be getting in late 2026, or they said early 2027, around that time. Hopefully, Konohamaru gets more screen time, a bigger like aspect, a bigger like important role in the story. I hope he gets some better fights, some more fights that he wins, some like animated fights, maybe even new character design. But the character design's a minor thing. I just hope they make him stronger and give him a more important role in the story, give him a more important role as like a sensei, and just like overall just do him better, bro. Because like I said, he used to be so cool in Naruto and in Shippuden, and then in Boruto they just overall did him dirty. But anyways, that's about it. Peace.